Are you passionate about molecular biology but secretly dreaming of ditching the commute for a work from home setup? Well, I have fantastic news because genuine remote lab technician roles are not only real but are expanding rapidly across the industry in 2026. Today, we are diving deep into 9 specific available remote lab tech positions within molecular biology that you can start targeting right now. I'll explain exactly what each role entails, the critical skills you absolutely must possess, and I'll walk you through a complete step-by-step application guide. So let's get straight into the first incredible opportunity. First up is the remote molecular biology data technician, a perfect entry point for those comfortable with raw sequence data. In this position, you will be meticulously working with all your familiar PCR results, sequencing files, and even complex gel images. Your primary mission involves cleaning, organizing, and clearly labeling this crucial scientific data for the lead researchers. Essential skills include solid Excel proficiency, perhaps some basic Python or R scripting, and familiarity with standard NGS file formats like FASTQ and BOM. Compensation generally falls in the range of around Foodie 25,000 to Sudi 50,000 monthly in the Indian market, or roughly $400 to $800 per month in some international settings. To find these roles, try searching directly on LinkedIn using terms like molecular biology data remote, or look for research institutes that frequently outsource their data management tasks. Next is the PCR and qPCR data analyst, focusing heavily on interpreting quantitative results from your amplification experiments. This role requires you to critically analyze the standard qPCR amplification curves generated by the thermal cyclers. A key responsibility is accurately interpreting those critical CT values to determine sample concentration or presence. You will be summarizing and preparing clear result reports that distill complex data into actionable insights for the team. Make sure your skill set highlights your qPCR basics, advanced Excel knowledge, and strong documentation abilities. Pay for this specialized analysis role can range from Fundy 30,000 up to Saidi 60,000 in India, or about $450 to $900 when looking at other global opportunities. Look for postings at contract research organizations, major diagnostics companies, or large global reference laboratories. Moving on to the remote NGS support technician, a vital role assisting the high-throughput sequencing workflow from afar. You will be providing essential remote support to troubleshoot and streamline the entire next-generation sequencing pipeline. A recurring task is pre-checking uploaded sample sheets for correct formatting and necessary metadata before sequencing begins. Basic quality control checks on initial FASTQ files to ensure data integrity are also a key part of the daily routine. You will certainly need skills like running blast searches, navigating NCBI databases, or perhaps using cloud-based tools like Galaxy for initial processing. The pay scale starts strong, often between 40,000 to Saidi 80,000 per month, which translates to approximately $700 to $1,200 for similar positions in the US market. Your best bet for finding these cutting-edge roles is within newer bioinformatics startups, genomics companies, or certain US-based labs with distributed teams. Believe it or not, even cell culture has remote components, specifically with the online cell culture support and documentation specialist. While the cells themselves need hands-on care, you can manage a significant portion of the workflow digitally. A core duty is diligently maintaining the complete digital logs and history for all ongoing cell line experiments. You will also be responsible for updating critical records within the Laboratory Information Management System, or the electronic lab notebook. Scheduling the actual bench work and experiment timelines for the on-site team is another important administrative function. Furthermore, you might review microscopy images that the lab teams capture and send over for initial assessment. The required skills focus on your fundamental cell culture knowledge combined with proficiency in any ELN or LIMS software. The compensation here typically runs from $725,000 to $740,000 monthly, often seen in larger biologics and vaccine development companies that favor hybrid models. Role number 5 is the research documentation and standard operating procedure technician, a master of scientific writing. You will spend your time translating complex researcher notes into clear, standardized operational procedures for the lab. Creating robust SOPs, detailed batch records, and precise method sheets are central to this documentation role. You also organize and manage all the essential regulatory and compliance documents required for audits. The primary needs here are excellent command over the English language and a very solid foundation in general biology principles. The salary bracket is quite good, usually between 30,000 and 40,000 and 70,000 per month, common across pharma, biotech, CROs, and academic research settings. Next is the remote quality control data technician, focused squarely on QC analytics for manufactured products. Your main task will be remotely reviewing the final assay results that come off the production line, or QC bench. This involves preparing detailed trend analysis reports to monitor product consistency over time. Crucially, you must be able to flag and formally report any detected abnormalities or out-of-specification results immediately. The core skills needed are a strong understanding of QC fundamentals, mastery of Excel or Google Sheets, and impeccable attention to detail. Expect earnings between 30,000 and 55,000 monthly, typically with biopharma QC departments, diagnostics manufacturers, or biosimilar companies. Role number 7 is the more creative scientific content and lab support creator, bridging science and communication. This role involves generating high-quality molecular biology, educational notes, and custom diagrams for learning modules. You might be tasked with developing comprehensive lab manuals, specifically for new startups or for university teaching labs. Writing concise experiment summaries or clearly explaining complex research results to a wider audience is also part of the job description. Success here hinges on having deep scientific knowledge, paired with exceptionally clear and engaging writing skills. The pay is highly variable, ranging widely from 20,000 all the way up to 80,000 per month, or sometimes even quoted as $15 to $40 per HR. Target employers include science edtech platforms, specialized biology blogs, educational YouTube channels, and various institutes looking for custom content. Role number 8 is the highly specialized clinical genomics report writer, requiring interpretation of patient-level data. You will be responsible for taking raw genetic test outputs and accurately interpreting the findings. A major function is translating those complex molecular findings into clear, clinician-friendly diagnostic reports. This demands expert navigation and utilization of major variant databases, such as ClinVar and OMIM, for validation. The necessary skills include deep genetics knowledge, strong sequencing comprehension, and excellent technical documentation proficiency. Salaries are competitive, often from $720,000 up to $790,000 per month, or $700 to $1,200 internationally, especially with US-based diagnostics firms. Finally, the 9th role is the remote lab image analyst, specializing in quantitative visual data review. This involves carefully analyzing images like standard gel electrophoresis results, colony counts from plates, or high-resolution microscopy captures. A key part of the job is using specialized automated software to accurately label and measure features within those images. You need to be proficient with analysis tools like ImageJ or Fiji, perhaps some basic machine learning tools, and possess an extremely high level of attention to detail. Compensation generally sits between 25,000 and 50,000 monthly, commonly available at universities, CROs, and pathology technology firms. Now that you know the roles, let's cover the essential step-by-step application strategy to actually land one of these jobs. Step 1 is critical. Completely update your resume to explicitly feature keywords related to data and documentation prominently. You must rewrite your past lab experiences to sound like the remote jobs you are targeting, such as saying you analyzed PCR results using Excel and created weekly reports. Another crucial rewrite example is framing your notebook work as maintained comprehensive ELN and LIMS logs for all molecular assays performed. Step 2, which hiring managers absolutely love, is to proactively build a small, tailored portfolio showcasing your remote-ready skills. This portfolio should ideally include a sample PCR analysis, a simple gel analysis visualized in ImageJ, and one short, well-written standard operating procedure. An optional but highly beneficial addition is a small data visualization graph created using R or Python scripting, just to show off those bonus skills. Step 3 involves searching strategically using exact targeted keywords across major job boards like LinkedIn and Indeed. Use precise search phrases such as molecular biology remote, PCR data remote, or Bioinformatics Assistant Remote for the best results. Step 4 is to bypass the general boards and apply directly through the official career pages of major biotech companies. Specifically target well-known names like Syngene, Biocon, Thermo Fisher, or even consumer-facing genomics companies like 23andMe for remote listings. Also include major suppliers and service providers such as Agilent, Qiagen, Medgenome, and Strand Life Sciences in your target list. Step 5 involves taking the proactive approach by sending a brief, personalized message directly to the relevant hiring managers. Your message should be short and direct, something like, "Hi, I work in molecular biology with PCR and gel data experience, seeking remote tech roles. May I share my portfolio?" Step 6 is to seriously consider taking on remote internships. If direct hiring proves difficult initially, as they build proof very quickly. Look for these practical experiences on platforms like Internshala, the dedicated LinkedIn internships section, or specialized global, remote bioinformatics training labs. Step 7 demands that you aggressively learn 2 essential tools, Microsoft Excel and the image analysis software ImageJ, as these are almost mandatory. Learning R or Python coding skills, beyond the basics, is an optional bonus that will instantly give you a significant competitive advantage over other applicants. Step 8 is all about interview preparation, focusing on demonstrating deep conceptual knowledge beyond just bench skills. Be prepared to explain exactly how PCR functions, what the CT value truly signifies in a quantitative sense, and what specific information is contained within a FASTQ file. Also, ensure you can clearly articulate what an ELN or LIM system is used for in a modern laboratory setting. Finally, Step 9 emphasizes the importance of professional courtesy by always following up politely after you have submitted your application. Send a brief, polite follow-up message to the recruiter or hiring manager approximately 5 to 7 days after your initial submission. To summarize the earning potential, here is a quick look at the typical salary ranges for key roles across India and the United States or Europe. For example, the PCR data tech role sees about SUDI 30K to FIDI 60K in India, climbing to $45K to $70K when you look at US or European equivalent salaries. The genomics analyst position commands a higher bracket, ranging from 40K to 80K domestically, escalating to $60K to $110K abroad. The QC data tech role is stable, offering FIDI 30K to MND 55K in India, and generally $50K to $85K in more developed markets. The high-demand clinical report writer can earn between $40K and $40K in IDK in India, with international rates going from $60K up to $120K annually. Lastly, the scientific writer position has the broadest range, starting at TB 20K to 7080K in India, and $25 to $40 per H are for international freelance or contract work. So, those are the 9 truly viable remote lab tech opportunities in molecular biology that you are perfectly equipped to start applying for starting today. These incredible positions prove that you absolutely do not need to abandon your valuable science background. You just need to cleverly combine your lab expertise with digital tools and documentation skills. If you want me to create a full, in-depth video dedicated solely to how to build the perfect portfolio for remote lab jobs, please type that request in the comments below so I know what to make next. To ensure you don't miss out on any more crucial biotech and life science career guidance, please remember to like this video, share it with your network, and subscribe to the Labmonk official channel